A little bit about the background of BIMA, and first of all, I just wanted to welcome everybody here. Make sure you're signed in, and this is good. You can start that over again from the top. That's terrible. But anyway, welcome to the 10th annual BIMA meeting, and to give you some background, way back in 1995, David Weiss started a group called BIMA that was basically based on other musicians in the community, and he started a website called the Bellingham Internet Music Archive. And this group was never really a fully fledged organization, but it was a very close group of musicians in the community and resources, and he bookmarked all the different resources. And he started selling other people's CDs down at the farmer's market, and he started putting on little showcases and doing lineups. And I came along and I said, David, it looks like you're doing something that's a nonprofit. And I've had some nonprofit experience because I had started another kind of nonprofit. So I talked him into making BIMA a nonprofit. And then I found myself being a volunteer. So 10 years later, the Bellingham Independent Music Association has been around, and in the spirit of independent musicians and music supporters working together to help support the whole concept of music in the community of all genres. So that's what it's all about, and actually most of our members are the musicians, and the musicians have been paying their $15 dues or their $25 for a group, which could be a band or a family. But we really need are also the non-musicians, the people that come to your gigs, your favorite bands, because people like us who love music, speaking for myself, I just want to be part of that music scene, and so the way I'm part of it is by being involved with an organization like BIMA. So there's people in your audience, you see them at your gigs all the time. I just encourage you to fan them out and bring them in and have them help support, because we've been a nonprofit for 10 years, and at our last annual meeting, we agreed to become a 501c3 organization. The reason why we got to fill out the paperwork is because a lot has been on my plate and the plate of the few people that have been on the board, but we need really some more board members. And earlier today, I sent out an email because I met with the executive director from Allied Arts, and she really wants to work together with BIMA and maybe build a kind of consortium of performing arts and arts in the community. And the more we can work together in this day and economy, the better. So the whole idea is people working together and having this be like a community base. So I have a slip chart here. BIMA, as you all know, I would hope you can find information on BIMA.com. And my email is Beth@BIMA.com. And our mission here is that BIMA is an association of independent musicians and music supporters working together to enrich and educate our community by providing local music of all genres, providing musicians with professional development opportunities.
It was.
Incidentally, those of you who have been on board and are on board, would you please raise your hand? So everybody else, give them a round of applause. I'm a volunteer. To be a board member, we only meet a few times a year. We haven't been meeting every month. There's been some years where we've used that alternate 1 month working on committees, 1 month meeting, and sometimes there's been a little more sporadic than that. But the whole idea is to put together, this is my agenda for last year, pretty much what's going on here. But these are what BIMA is doing, some of the things that we're doing, and I'm just listing them here, and then I kind of like to get your input of what you think you maybe should be doing, maybe that you don't see on here, or the things that you think are more important. Most people, when they think about BIMA, think about the website, and that's one of the things. I mean, if you are paying your dues, you're thinking, the website and because of other contexts, quite often people will call BIMA, which is me, oftentimes, or whoever is the president or the contact person at the time, because I'm not always going to be here. Somebody else hopefully will take over. But we get these calls from people wanting to find a band or whatever. So we fill some information and the promotion with your CDs also at the LA Arts Festival, where else we could be selling CDs or promoting your materials. And then just the networking, coming together, getting acquainted. I think you do a lot of that even without BIMA, but having an organization that is a catalyst for that is one of the advantages. And then also working with workshops. Recently, Jesse gave a workshop on songwriting, and she's going to have Sue come up in just a minute and talk about the workshop here with Ruben. He gave a workshop in April. And then the other thing is the partnerships we have with the community and other nonprofits. So here's some of the things that we do. I'm going to let Sue come up and talk